Good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel. So slightly different topic today. We've been talking about diets, lots of different foods and stuff, and hopefully you've seen the other videos that have been out when you showed like my whole day and meals and stuff. So a little bit different today, where I'll be looking at La Vuelta because that starts tomorrow. So and actually I wanted to look at the riders. I wanted to just pick out some favourites which I've got on here, and then I found a really great part on a website, procyclingstats.com. They've got an article on here on who's the tallest, shortest, lightest and heaviest. So just go with the whole theme of pro cyclists and how lean they are, and the amazing physique they've got. So the average weight of this was this year, by the way, so March 2017. General stats, we looked at 498 riders this season active in the World Tour. The average height of these riders is, average weight of these riders is 68.8 kilos. So you want to be a pro cyclist, you want to be good at cycling, you've got to be below 70 kilos. That's what we're trying to aim for. If you're trying to do the same, if you want to be good at your sport, you're an endurance athlete, get into the 60s for your kilos. The average height of people in the World Tour is 180.9 centimetres, which is quite tall. So I'm 170, so and 180 is 68. Yeah, I've got to be down like 66. So yeah. So the heaviest rider out there is Max Valscheid at 89 kilos. Sorry, Max, if I pronounced your name wrong. The lightest guy out there is Kenny Ellisson, France, 52 kilos. That is tiny. A couple of guys at 53. Tallest rider, Stein Vandenberg at 1 meter 99. Him and also Max Welscheid. So he's the heaviest and one of the tallest. The shortest rider is Samuel Dumoulin at 159, so he's 50 centimetres shorter than Stein. So 50 centimetres. That's quite a distance, that is. That's quite a bit, isn't it? So, and then it goes on to talk about our climbers shorter than the sprinters, our time trial specialists taller than the average professional rider, bits and pieces like that. So it's a pretty cool website, it's worth having a look at. Yeah, all about countries and short riders, etc. So yeah, that was, I just like that. The heaviest 89, short, and the lightest 52 was really, really good. And then I went through and I picked out some of the favourites for the Vuelta starting tomorrow. And as a good friend of mine, Vince, pointed out, Orica have actually got, they've got a triple threat there: Simon Yates, Adam Yates, and Esteban Chavez. The two Yates, but now I've got a lot of this information from Wikipedia, which a lot of it was 2015, so it might be a little bit different now. The Yates brothers are twins. They're both 5'8". It says on there they're both 58 kilos, so no wonder they go uphill well. Bear in mind they're the same. That's the same height as me. I'm 5'8", and I'm 70 kilos. So I'm giving away 12 kilos to those guys. Staggering. So yeah, amazing. They should be good. As we know, the Vuelta is always very, very hilly, so it's going to favour the climbers. They're all riding for Esteban Chavez, who's a little bit shorter than them at 5'5", and he's 54 kilos. So 4 kilos lighter than the two Yates brothers. So watch out for those three. You can't rule him out. I think he's on great form. He has targeted this. It's Chris Froome. He's 6'1" and 69 kilos. That's a great stat. We know he rides well. We know he goes uphill. We know he puts out lots of power. We've seen him in the Tour de France. So good luck to Chris. We've also seen, I went on his Instagram page, he's been training at altitude over in the French Alps as well. So he's a bit of altitude training. General gist of it, it sort of helps you, puts more oxygen into your red blood cells, helps you produce more red blood cells, which helps you ride faster and harder and longer. So if you do that for a set amount of time, if you're sleeping at altitude, which I assume you would have done, then he's going to get the effects of that. And then that doesn't just wear off overnight, that does last quite a long time. So a decent amount of altitude training does help. And that's what it looks like Chris has been doing. Vincenzo Nibali's been doing something similar. He's been back down in Sicily. He's been doing a lot of climbing. I'm not sure about the altitudes down there, but we know he's a good 3-week rider. He's very explosive, very interesting to watch. So watch out for him. He is 65 kilos. So again, it just says what I said at the beginning. You want to be a good bike rider, you've got to be 60-something kilos or less. And then the other one, I don't think he'll win. I'd love it if he gets on the podium. Is Alberto Contador, but I'd love to see him go for a stage win. Again, his stats might be a little bit old. 62 kilos at 5'9". So there you go. He's an inch taller than me and 8 kilos lighter. So I'll be there soon. I'll be in the 60s. So yeah, watch out for those guys. But have a look at their figures. You can maybe go on their Instagrams or watch it on the TV. See what they look like now, and then see what they look like in 3 weeks' time. See whether they're actually lighter, leaner, and whether their physiology changes. The other one to be interesting to watch is their energy levels. See who can manage their diet the best, who can manage their sleep well, keep their digestive system working. And they can stay fit and healthy. That's a big thing for Grand Tour, staying fit and healthy and keeping the energy levels up. Having just watched a great video and read a little article about the intestine track, I would imagine that those riders, especially leading into the Grand Tour, are probably eating lots of fibre. So the fibres just help with that whole digestion and healthy fats, probiotics, bacteria, etc. Just helps that digest and absorb very, very well. So it's a nice little tip for you. If you do any intestinal problems, just up the fibre. Another good one on that as well, same with your cholesterol. Actually, if you've got high cholesterol, eat more fibre, and that will help you use the stored cholesterol and excrete it. So more fibre helps you lose cholesterol. So yeah, I'd imagine the riders are probably eating quite a bit. They probably feel a little bit full. They probably feel a little bit well rested. They're probably itching to get going and start racing, because they're probably they're just well prepped and raring to go. They're probably eating quite a bit of food. They're probably high in fibre, high in carbs, high in fats as well. They will use that as a good store of energy. I will try and monitor what they're eating and make sort of comments on the stages as we go along, and see whether we can learn something about their diets in the process. So yeah, enjoy the Vuelta. It's on tomorrow, team time trial tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a good 3 weeks. So keep watching. Thanks for subscribing.